Hey guys, welcome back to the Mooney's Little Farm Journey. So it's starting to get pretty cold here in Wisconsin. It's 2:30 in the afternoon. It's about 31 degrees right now. That's what it is right there in Celsius. But when I came out this morning, it was actually 17 degrees. I actually picked up eggs yesterday, a little bit too early. When I came out this morning, I saw that there was 3 eggs that I forgot to pick up. And then they were frozen solid this morning. So, note to self, I gotta come out here more often and to pick up those eggs. Yes, you got Bucky right here. It's pretty cold. You got the goats. You got Valkyrie. You got Hella. I actually came out here because I was gonna feed Bucky, but I forgot I gave him. I gave him his breakfast and then I gave him lunch right away this morning. He doesn't overeat. He usually just eats when he's hungry. So it's kind of cool that I can leave food out like that for him. Because, if I need to go somewhere, I just give him a bunch of food out. And I know he's always going to have food to eat if I'm gone for all day, 24 hours, maybe 2 days. I think at this point I could probably leave the farm maybe 2 days. I mean, I think that's pushing it. But without having to watch him and change him. Because what we did is we ended up getting a heated water bucket for the goats and for Bucky, and that he does a good job in making sure it doesn't freeze at night or during the day. I mean, it is freezing like right now. Like even though right now it's freezing temperatures, you can see the water is freezing up right here. That's the bucket that's not heated. So that one I empty out every night. Actually, Jason empties out every night. And then I fill them out in the morning. And then I come checking like around noon to make sure that they're not froze. If they're froze, I'll go ahead and switch it. But the nice thing, if I do forget, we got the heated one. And then I can leave a bucket of food. But the feeding wall is working nicely too. I mean, we can put a lot more hay for them in there. And they like to go through it throughout the day. This one I filled up this morning. They haven't really gone through it that much. Hey, girls. But quick update, or not update, but FYI, whatever. So we have 194 subscribers right now as of this morning when I checked. And you guys know, I think we wanted to do something like, we were like, oh, it'd be cool to do something if we get like 200 subscribers. But we're pretty close to that, the 200 subscriber mark. That's only 6 away. But I was able to convince Elsa to do the chores for one whole day in the farm once we get 200 subscribers. Now, what's interesting about that, it's like, yeah, you see me do chores all the time, but Elsa is an exchange student. This one's paying, and she's such a sweet girl. She's taking everything here with a great attitude. She's doing sports. She's doing her classes, and whatever we tell her to try, she tries it out, which is kind of cool. But I was always wondering, because I always told her, I was like, hey, let's go deal with the animals. And she was like, no, Well, I come to find out she's actually scared of the goats. Hey, ladies. Oh, it's nice and warm in this greenhouse. Also, this morning, what I did with those eggs that froze, I actually put them on the counter or cracked them open, and I let them thaw out. And then I cooked them for the chickens. So, give them right back to them. I read it was good to give them the shells. It's good not to throw them away, just give it back to them. Like you can crush them up and give it to them. It replenishes a little bit of the calcium in them so they can keep producing hard shells for the eggs. It's back to the story with Elsa. So she's scared of goats, and she said, I don't know if she said it, but I think we kind of talked her into it. And she'll be willing to do the chores for one whole day. If you guys want to see that, let's subscribe. Let's get us to 200 subscribers. And Elsa said that she'll come out and do the chores for one day all by herself. That'll be a good video. We'll make it fun somehow. It will be fun to see it. I had a family that came over for for Thanksgivings. And you guys know, like I've told you on the channel, you know, we don't. We've never really done farming. But my sister's husband, I guess he grew up in a farm, and he was telling me that we could hatch eggs right now, that the chickens would do it. I was really heck skeptical about it. Both him and my dad told me, he's like, "Oh, just do it. Let him hatch it." And I was kind of skeptical about it because I was like, "Man, it's cold. You know, it's cold here in Wisconsin." But long story short, I think we're gonna try it because I think with the greenhouse being here during the day, like it's actually pretty warm in here. And I think with the mama hen, I think she'll probably do a good job of keeping them warm and teaching them the ropes. So we had a chicken that was going broody on us, and we actually decided to let her be there. And I put 3 eggs in there. I think she had one that she laid, and I put 3 more in there. I'm not quite sure, but for sure there's 4 eggs in there. And I want to let her hatch those to see how it works. Now, if it works, that's great, because that'll be a good indicator or something that we can do here in the winter. You know, eventually we want to replenish our own birds. I don't want to buy them. What I want to do here is I want to grow birds from this farm. I want to have them hatch here, live here, and then serve the purpose here. And then we know 100% what these birds been through in their lives, what's been fed to them, how they were raised. But anyways, let me show you that broody hen. She's been in there today. I think today is day 6 that she's been in there. She is right here. So like I said, she went broody on us. She kept trying to sit on the eggs. We kept taking her out. But we finally decided, we're like, you know what? With our family that came by telling us that they could do it. I didn't want to take a chance and put like too many eggs in there, but I put 4. I figure, you know, like that'll be a good gauge to see if they can hatch in these temperatures, and then if they can make it to summer. Yeah, day 6. So I was reading, it says it's 21 days for an egg to hatch. So we're 6 days into it, and then hopefully here by in December, sometime in December, we should have some baby chicks that were born on this farm. And that's pretty exciting. That's actually a pretty big milestone, I think, because I always thought like our first animals that were born here on this land would have been the goats, and that would have been a 1.5 years from now. So, you know, you take your experience and you change it, and you adapt to whatever's coming. So if this works, this will be the first 4 or 5 chickens or roosters that are born on this farm, and I think that's pretty exciting. Let me collect some eggs here. Oh, this one's still warm. It was just laid. I'll grab the fake one. I think that's all of them. It is kind of early from when we usually pick up the eggs. So we only got 8 eggs here. And usually we've been getting anywhere from 18 to 20, 22. So I'm definitely gonna have to come back out here probably in like 2 hours, 3 hours, and check to see, make sure that they don't lay anymore. Oh, look, this is a good setup. You guys can see they're actually using all they got off. They were using the swing up there that we set up for them. So it's kind of cool to see them getting used to the setup here. Pretty soon we have some chickens that will be swinging on here. Alright guys, quick one today. Just want to give you an update, let you guys know about the 200 subscribers coming up. Hopefully we'll hit 200 subscribers by next week, and then the following week we'll have a video on Elsa doing the chores on the farm. So looking forward to that. Guys, but for now, I'm gonna let you go. Love you. See you on the next one.